This all has to do with breast augmentation or reconstructive surgery. And according to the state's insurance commissioner, when breast cancer patients needed that procedure done, they were covered by Kaiser Permanente. But when doctors recommended the exact same procedure for transgender patients, they were denied. 3 of those patients who felt they were wronged were right.
These women, they paid for health insurance with the understanding and the agreement that they would be treated fairly and with dignity and respect.
Elaine Wiley's Gender Justice League filed the original complaint to the state on behalf of 2 transgender patients who said Kaiser Permanente denied their claims for breast augmentation. A state insurance commissioner's investigation found Kaiser had a blanket denial policy for that procedure for transgender women, something that's illegal under state and federal laws. Under a settlement with the state, Kaiser is changing that policy, a move Wiley says removes one of many barriers for the transgender community seeking for a way to live authentically.
To be able to live a life that's full and complete, where I get to pursue happiness, where I get to have the liberty to live my life the best way I know how.
In a written statement about the settlement, Kaiser Permanente called itself a nationally recognized leader in LGBTQ healthcare equity, adding, quote, "We are committed to continually improving the care and coverage we provide and will evolve our approach as the field of transgender medicine continues to evolve."
When you have a blanket denial, you've said it doesn't matter what your situation is, we're not going to do it, and that's effectively what we were up against.
State Insurance Commissioner Mike Kreidler says after investigating the original complaints, his office identified 11 transgender Kaiser patients denied breast surgery benefits. If that happens again, Kaiser faces fines.
These are human beings that deserve to receive the kind of treatment through their health insurance that other people get.
The state's insurance commissioner says his office will be looking at other insurers to see if they are complying with state and federal laws. He says as word spreads about this Kaiser settlement, he expects other insurers to make sure they are in compliance. In Federal Way, Drew Mikkelsen, King 5 News.